Good morning from Sandy Blight Junction Road. We realised last night we had a problem with our exhaust pipe. It was all over the place. We could hear a very metallic sound, and we crawled underneath this morning to have a look and had a very makeshift way of fixing it. So you can see this. There's a bit of lock wire. This was shaking all over the place, and it is slightly less shaky now. It's still a bit shit, but it's better than it was. So this is probably not the best filming job. We've also got some up there, just held onto a bolt there, and up there. Haven't we, Jadis? McLodis?
Yeah, it's a nice bodgy job.
Yeah.
Bodgy. Bush fix. We don't have any way to repair the cracked bracket. This exhaust has actually been modified to accommodate the fuel tank. So it's not been really done that well.
This bracket up here, if you can see that. That one there. It's now got a fucking cable tie on it. What don't they fix? But yeah, we weren't that surprised, but still dismayed. Isn't that right?
It'll get us out of here, but it's going to be improved. Yeah.
I reckon it's time for another cup of tea. What do you think?
I reckon it's time for a scotch. Looks as though we've got this output shaft seal here is leaking. And we've got various leaks around.
Leaking going on.
It looks a bit like a Land Rover transmission actually at the moment. I mean, it's not quite that bad, but that's like a brand new Land Rover, by the way. This one's 26 years old, and it has some leaks, but it's all right. We're actually going to get this gearbox and transfer box overhauled before too long. It's coming up to $500,000, and that's pretty good.
We just came across this old patrol that's been crashed in the bush, but pretty recently. We've got a problem with our exhaust mounts, as we showed earlier, and we tried to botch it up with some lock wire, but not very successfully. But now we've come across this, and there's an exhaust mount on it that we're hoping we can remove and use to fix up our not very well put together exhaust that we got done in cans. So hopefully this will work. The drawback about this car is that there's fuckloads of ants crawling absolutely everywhere, and I mean everywhere.
Just taking this gearbox cross member off because we want to get the whole thing out all at once, all in one piece. So we might be able to use it with a little bit of, and if it works well, it could be actually not just a bush solution, but a permanent solution.
Okay.
Well, we've slapper McSlappersoned. I mean, the rubber's a bit worn, but we've liberated this, taken the cross member off and pulled this mount out. And I just wanted to take this out as an assembly, in case we can use it. I don't even know if we can, we could be wasting our time, but
It's worth a try.
Yeah. This is called Outback Pick Apart. It's even better because they don't charge you for the privilege, do they, Kate?
They don't. Unless you call 10,000 hungry ants.
At NQ Crash, they would want $100 for a clapped out fucking rusted old exhaust mount. What was that seat belt we bought?
Yeah.
Anyway, it looks like she's had a win.
Alright, so we got the assembly off. That's the real thing that we wanted to mount our exhaust better. The lock wire's just cutting into it. We found today it's still rattling around and being a bit shite. These bushes are fucked, so you can see. And we just went into our massive box of bolts. Good thing we didn't chuck this one out. We were thinking about, trying to use a bit of weight with this baby, but thank God we have all 20 tons of it still intact, so we can find these handy things when we take apart a wreck on the road.
I mean, it looks shit, but it's actually not bad. The metal's still pretty good.
Give it a bit of a scrub.
Well, we'll give it a scrub. We'll give it some... we'll probably have to drill, you know, the chances of these holes lining up.
Yeah, for sure.
Pretty small, but we'll be able to get something, I reckon.
So it's, I actually have no idea what time it is. I don't know. It's probably an hour and a half after sunset. And we've had dinner with delicious lasagna. And we were going to wait until morning to fit our new bracket. But basically we couldn't resist. So we're having a wee scotch. Our favourite. Oh, it's good. And we're just going to do a bit of bush mechanics, bit of drilling. And then we should be able to clean it up while we're having this and fit it up in the morning when we've got a bit more light.
Yeah. Campfire fun.
Of the famous exhaust bracket tree found in the Sandy Blight Junction Road.
So we hung these up yesterday and sprayed them with AB15, so they're nice and ready to go. We gave them a bit of a polish with that stuff that I can't remember the name of. What is it called?
Ah, shut up, your face.
It's going to go on there. It fits. We've got all these holes we can tap, which we're going to do. So we've drilled a hole in there to make it line up with there. So it'll sit on there. It's a little bit, you know, not exactly the most sexiest looking thing, but it's going to work. And they have to get super gluey handy. You know when it's torqued, because it rips your finger off. Great. And then that one there. I just hope that doesn't foul. I think it's going to foul. I didn't see this last night because it was dark, but look at that. I think that's enough there. I'm not sure, but
I mean,
it'll foul, hey.
I don't think it will.
Well, I reckon this prop shaft moves probably 2 to 3 inches in either direction. You know, with the articulation of the axle and so forth. We could actually make it go up, yeah, like that, and then that line up with that. We might have to drill a new hole, but that's okay.
Well, we've done it. It's alright. Nearly broken up about 3 times. So it's a hell of a lot better than it was. We had a problem down here. Would not have been good. So we managed to re-roost it, drilled another hole. It's kind of up here, holds it in place with some larger washers here. Shaking it now. Give it a shake.
Yeah, well, I'm putting a fair bit of force in that.
And it is no longer moving, which is...
It's moving, but only a minimal amount, which is it's meant to move a little bit.
When it was going all over the place, rattling everywhere. So that's pretty good for bush mechanics.
Yeah, that looks good. That looks like something that, you know, even though we did it in the bush, salvaged from a wreck, it'll probably be a permanent solution. It should go the distance. I can't see any reason why that couldn't stay there permanently.
Yeah, so that's pretty good.
Yeah.
All right, well, we'll go and have a glass of scotch.
Oh, cool.
Over and out.